Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mystic Scales
And
and
Faye
Fae
Tales
Tales
Podcast.
podcast. I am Lee here with.
Jen.
So today we're actually talking about a series that we read, I guess technically last year. But
We did read it last year.
it has been a topic of discussion many a time. And actually today, the day we're recording, is when they announced the new title for the fourth book in the series. So this is the Lightlark series by Alex Astor.
I actually didn't check
Um,
it out. Did you check it out yet?
I did. I sent you a message on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Let's do some live reaction right now because I'm about to go look at it
Okay. I sent it from the podcast Instagram. It's at Fatales Pod.
to my book account. Okay, let's see.
Hmm.
What is this? Crown Tide.
Brown Tide. So the Lightlark series, the first book is called Lightlark, which is all-encompassing of the world of Lightlark. Like that is the main like planet, if you will. The second one is called Nightsbane, which
Nightbane.
is a reference to the dark land.
I
Is
thought
it
that was a
called
plant too.
Nightshade? Oh, yeah, I mean Nightshade I think is the land.
Oh,
Nightbane is the plant.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then the third one is Skyshade, which is another land. So this one has kind of thrown me off because it has nothing to do with a land.
This is a
Um,
terrible title. That is a terrible title.
Crown Tide. Like there is another land. It's the Starling one.
Yeah, that's a
It's too
terrible
hot.
title. People are gonna forget it. Also, searchability of that. Oh my God, Crown Tide? Whoever th
Crown Tide. And so
What
spoilers
publishers?
ahead, many spoilers, but to spoil the last book, the main character, Isla, goes to a new dimension, basically, that is called Sky Shade, which is gonna be like a new land that the
Abrams.
big bad wanted to like kind of start over. So I was like, why? What does Crown Tide mean? Like, does it have to do with the big bad whose name is Lark, or does it have to do with Isla? I don't know. Um,
She's
and
moving your
that's kind
microphone
of
a lot.
just yeah,
Like I could
that's
hear it, just so you
very
know.
that's very reminiscent of how we feel about this whole series.
Yeah, so great. It's Abrams, that's the publisher, and I was thinking about this morning, and I was gonna tell you, they're trying to be powerless so bad. Like
Yeah.
they're trying so hard to match the
Well,
Powerless vibe. And at
and I
least
also think,
Powerless had like we even talked about in our past episode, at least there was some like good story to it.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. I re-listened to some of Sky Shade before we recorded, and to me, they're trying to be Fourth Wing. Like
Oh,
that
really?
book, that book they brought in a dragon, and just like the way Isla is like trying to be the martyr,
Yeah, let's get into this full series. So first we have Lightlark.
which we
Excuse me.
should say like we didn't hate. Like we
Yeah,
enjoyed the first one. We loved the concept.
it
We
was it
I
was great.
remember like you introduced it to me. We went to that reading rhythms in the
Mm-hmm.
city and I was reading it, so excited to start it, got to share it with like a random person and explain
Mm-hmm.
it to them. And
No, I
like
don't
it,
think I would recommend the series to anyone.
no, I mean, maybe the first book, but
Yeah, the first book I gave it 4 stars. That's how excited I was about this series. Look at my
yeah,
notes. Like it really did have such a great idea, such a great concept. The love triangle, I was like, okay, whatever. Hated like it was basic things of like the blonde guy, the guy with black hair who's dark and shady. I hate that. Like
yeah,
I'm over it.
yeah.
Um, Also it's YA, so that was also different in terms of like it was a nice like reprieve of like only the adult ones. And the
Hmm.
idea was really there. As the series progresses, and we'll talk about each book or just in general in this episode, the character growth is really lost. The
Hmm.
magic system is lost, which was really frustrating because when they first introduced the magic, it was really like interesting and exciting. All these different lands, all these different powers,
Hmm.
and the plot, I don't even know where she went. I really don't know. I felt like I was in a different series every time. And all this to say, like Alex Astor, if you ever listen to this, I'm so proud of you in general because I think every writer who achieves this is amazing to be able to achieve to write a series, achieve all of this. And I know there's a lot of people who do love this series and their writing,
Hmm.
but I think it's just not our cup of tea. And I'm sorry. It's just really
And
not.
like she's gotten um it's gotten picked up for a TV show, right? Or is it
Yeah.
movies?
I
Um,
think it was a TV show. Let me look it up.
but either way, like she's working on that, so like good for her. But she's
Oh,
also a
sorry,
big
a movie.
movie,
Universal picked it
okay.
up.
Okay. And she's been working on the script, I think.
Yes. And
Um,
she visited the Universal. She showed it. So like it's
yeah.
real development.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's great. But it just makes me wonder, like she's also a big contemporary romance author.
Hmm.
And she just had one come out. I think it's called Summer in the City.
Hmm.
And like they gave her a whole big marketing
So
like ploy
much.
for it. And I wonder, I'm like curious to read that. I don't think I will. But I'm curious if like that is her bread and butter and like going into the fantasy romantasy like just wasn't quite it.
Mhm.
But there's definitely like a sharp downturn. Also, like re-listening to the last bit of the last book that was out, like I realized there's so much that she tells from the past. So like from memory. So there's a lot that we don't actually like see, which I feel like is poor writing.
Mhm.
And I think the best example is the second book because it's all told in memories
Mhm.
because frickin' Grimm stole her memories and then was like, "Why don't you know that you love me?" And I was like, "You're gross."
Yeah, that is the one thing. If you guys can take away from this episode, Lee and I are not Grim girlies. I see it all over TikTok. Everyone like loves Grim, all this stuff. Like me and her, are like poor Aro. Like I feel
Yeah.
so bad for this man. Like he's just been manipulated. He's like he fell in love with someone who is like a mess. And like
Hmm.
clearly, like he's clearly the one that's gonna die. Like she posted a video the other day and she was like crying because she had like finally read the death of the character she cares about a lot. And I was like, she's clearly killing Aro. Like this is so dumb. Like I'm just so lost. I'm
She
lost
could
on this.
she could pull a Veronica Roth and she could kill Isla and that would be fine.
That was oh, I told you that was the one thing that bothered me from the beginning of the series is that her name is spelled Ice like I thought her name was Isla. And I was really excited. I was like, ooh, Isla. I was like, is there like any like Hispanic heritage or things like that? I know it's Isla. And I was
And
like, okay.
I thought it was Isla because
Oh.
that's like the Italian is Isla.
Mm.
And then she has a very specific part where she describes her name, where she says it's like S, like the snake or something. And you're like, okay.
So yeah, we liked Lightlark, the first book. To like recap it very quickly for the readers, that's the book where, they have the curses that took over the land. They have there was different lands that are like different magic systems, the wildlings, the nightshade, like we've mentioned, and there's been a curse that's taken over everyone. Lightlark is the main island that has like everyone living on it. Not everyone in the series, but like all the different like fractions, I guess you would say, living together, and Oro is the king. Um, every 100 years, all the rulers meet for the centennial to try to break the curse that's been on them. Each one has a different curse. Uh, Isla, who is our queen of the wildlings, which is what I liked about the first book, is that we already have established that she is royalty. She's not someone who
Hmm.
like is, working her way up or something. As a princess. Like she's
Yeah.
already there. I love that. Misunderstood queen for sure. And their curse of wildlings is they have to eat hearts and they can't have anyone fall in love with them because they end up killing the person that they fall in love with. Um, and I think like night was a Grimm's, like he can't go out in the daytime, and then Oro's
Yeah.
was the nighttime or something, like vice
Yeah.
versa.
Yeah.
Um, and a few things like that. So
But
they
they
all
all have
come.
like secondary powers too. Like Grimm can read Zeta encoded intentions. So he can like read her
Mhm.
emotions. Um, But the thing with like Isla is she doesn't have a power.
She
So
does
she's like
not.
pretending. And she's been sheltered by her two like warrior, I don't know what
Yeah,
you
like for
call
people who raised
them.
her, I
Yeah,
guess.
because her parents died.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, she is also immune to the curse. She ends up going, she's the best friend Celeste, who's in the Star Shade. What is it?
yeah.
And
Yeah, so Star
they
and Moon are different. Okay.
yeah, Star Moon. And then she is working to they want Oro to fall in love with her, but she's just like, no, or she's like, I don't know if I want to do that to him, whatever. And they end up falling in love. And they're
Right.
working to break the curse together. Ends up, fast forward to the end, they they do break the curse because Celeste was behind it this whole time. She
Mm.
was actually the person who put the curse years ago, and because like in her realm people die so quickly, like they don't realize who she is. She was able to like go whatever. And because their curse was they die at 25. I remember that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so then she breaks the curse. She kills Celeste. She's the ends up Isla is half Nightshade, half Wildling, and the Nightshade side was suppressing her powers. Powers come, and because she also killed Celeste, she gets Celeste's powers and becomes the
Mm.
ruler of Star and Wildling. And on Lightlark, if you fall in love with someone, you also have access to their power. And so because of that, she fell in love with Oro, and she has access to his power.
He can turn things
And
into gold, I think. Doesn't
he's
he do
like,
that?
isn't he like everyone's power or
Kind of.
something?
So yeah, his like lifeblood is what is holding Lightlark
Lightlark.
like
Hmm.
alive. So if he dies, Lightlark dies. And like
Yes.
he's dying. Plot twist.
And then um Grimm, this apparently this whole time, like we mentioned, he made Isla forget her memories for a year before she came to the Centennial. So at the end of Lightlark, she still goes with Oro because he can't lie. That's one of his things. He can't lie.
Mm.
So she
Hmm.
goes with him. And she's like stuck in between because she just found out her best friend betrayed her. She is in love with Oro, but apparently in the past loved Grimm and doesn't know the truth. And now she has all these powers. So what does she do with it? We get
Yeah.
into Nightbane.
But like
Nightbane.
even just
Good.
like stopping right there, like that's a good story. Like
Yeah.
that's got some meat to it. That's got like some tension. Like, okay, I'm interested. But
Yeah.
continue with Nightbane.
Nightbane, we go. Isla is with Oro. She's trying to, as we learned, there is a wildling part of Lightlark that hasn't been used because people left, because people were like really against the wildlings, so they had to eat hearts. It was very gruesome,
Hmm.
obviously. So then him and her are trying to access the unlocked vault there. They're like, what is this?
Yeah. And she
Isla's
meets
having
this
the
creature, Remlar.
oh my God, I forgot about that.
Who's like bad, but he like knows how to unlock like all her powers. And
It
so
helps her
she's
with the
kind of like,
nightshade side. Yep,
yeah, she's like back and forth on like if she should do that and like she should not, but she can't help herself. So,
exactly. And Grim this whole time is trying to get back to Lightlark and has been threatening them. So you're all thinking he's in his villain era.
mm,
Come to find out, he's just trying to get back to Isla. We'll see why, because this whole book, like Lee mentioned, is a memory thing. So you're getting her memories are coming back to her slowly of the year before Lightlark beginning.
yeah.
Ends up her Grim and Isla met that year before. She accidentally portaled there with her nice portal stick. She actually stabbed him the first time they met, of course, for romantasy. They're very enemies to lovers. They fall in love. She is trying to help him find this sword that will help control the Drex who are like attacking his land. And in this like climax of a scene to find it, Grim ends up like almost dying protecting her, and she ends up like draining the life force of the town and kills everyone in the town, kills like the town essentially to save Grim. But in that
Forgot that.
doing of that, yeah, after in her draining of everything, she actually ends up like basically almost dying. So to save her, Grim ties their life force together. So like if he dies, she dies. If she dies, he dies. and they end up getting married, but then she is like really it's really hard for her to handle this, like she just killed a bunch of people, which is like makes sense.
Sure.
And all these things in her grief, and they knew the centennial was coming up. They were trying to figure out how to handle it, whatever. And then Grimm makes the decision without her permission
Mhm.
to erase all her memories. I don't think her permission was there, right?
No, definitely not.
Okay, erase her memories. She then that's when we get to the start of Lightlark. And in Nightbane, as you're finding out this information, it's very slowly because
Yeah.
Isla sees like these things of like massive death and things, and she thinks it's like she thinks it's Grim and like past things with Grim, but ends up it's her who end up killing everyone.
Mm,
And they did find the sword. That was part of it. They did do that. And uh they have this big battle scene at the end of Nightshade, and that's when they start. Their whole plan was to kill Grim, and then he's just like, "You can't kill me. If you kill me, you kill my wife." And he drops that like bomb. Find out, she's like, "What the?
bro.
We're married." Um, and that also we find out that Isla is immune to curses. I also like
Oh
confirm that.
yeah, which she's gotten that was like her dad's power.
Extra thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um so the whole reason that Grimm was trying to get there was he was like, I'm gonna open the portal. If I open this portal, we can get you to the other world and that'll save you because they have like older magic there. It's gonna save you. They
Hmm.
don't end up doing that, but what they end up doing is Isla decides to now switch and go to with Grimm and leave Oro. And she's just like, don't worry, we're gonna figure this out. And then we get into Sky Shade, which is the book that was literally one of the worst books I've read in a really long time. And that is where she meets a blacksmith who's from the other world, who everyone's kept alive for his power, and he just wants to freaking die. Been around for
Right.
so long.
Right.
Sadness. She asked him to make a bracelet to help block her power because now she has like all this power because now she also has access to Grimm's power too.
Hmm.
She has like so much. She basically has like everyone's powers essentially, and she's just like, this is too much. Um, and then uh, she she agrees to kill the blacksmith in return for that. Every book has like, of course, this like mystery of a thing going on. So
Hmm.
this one, which I think is so unnecessary, so stick to one plot. This one is that they're chasing these storms that are happening in Nightshade, and they're trying to help like Grimm to stop them.
Hmm.
And she also, at some point, this feather starts talking to her that was like writing, and ends up that's like Celeste,
Oh,
or was it Celeste? I
yeah.
think it's Lark, right, in the
It's
end.
Lark. Yeah.
So then we find
Yeah.
another villain in the story, Lark,
Hmm.
which is her ancestor from Wildling, who is
Hmm.
trying to destroy Lightlark, right? Is that their
Yeah,
goal?
basically so she can start over and be in charge.
Which sure. Um, she also at one point has like a little side plot, Isla, where she's like killing people and becomes known as like this heart killer to
Oh
like help save the
yeah.
town
Yeah.
randomly while she's trying to get answers from because a lot of Oracle visits and a lot of like future visits and she's really like trying
Yeah.
to mess with the future because like she was told in the last book that she's gonna one of the Aura or Grimm is gonna die and she's gonna be part of the reason why and she's trying to like
Right.
stop it, which is
Right.
like you can't do that. Um, she also gives in with Grimm and like has sex with him, and we're thinking this whole love triangle is done.
Hmm.
Ends up it's not because Isla is the worst character, and she ends up in like a sandstorm with Oro trying to find
Yep.
some bone thing for the plot that was confusing. And she has a dream when he's there, like essentially a sex dream, and he hears the whole thing as she's there, and he's just like,
But it's about him.
fuck.
It's about Oro.
Yes.
And you're like so confused. You're like, what are you doing? And then it's a dream. And it's still like, what are you doing?
Poor guy getting his heart ripped out constantly.
Literally.
Um, then, we eventually find out another drop in this book is Isla's parents knew that Isla was going to kill them, and
Right.
they
Because
still
her
decided to have
mom,
her.
yeah, her mom could see the future.
Yes. And they left that gift for her on like an island wherever they would meet, like their little home.
Yes.
And she has a
Yes.
choice to take that and be able to see the future, which is like annoying because Isla keeps trying to change the future.
Right.
Um, and I guess the end battle, there was a maze, which I forgot about,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
So. right, because this might be two parts of things, but one of it is like she needs the blood of like all the original creators of the different islands.
Oh, okay.
And I think his name is Kronos, who's like Grimm's ancestor, and I
Okay.
heard this too. His like body was there. So she was
Okay.
like going there to like get that. But like I think that's where she meets Lark for the first time because he's like gone. But then she
Okay.
like gets Kronos's like sword and like to use the sword he had to like imbue it with blood so she knows that's gonna work. And that's like a thing at the end. And then she has her little fight with Lark and ends up like learns that the new place is called Sky Shade. And so she goes with Lark. And meanwhile, Grimm and Oro are like fighting off the dregs, which they're confused because the dregs are being controlled by Isla. So they're like, why are we fighting them? And
Okay.
then Oro puts it together. He says she's not coming back. He's like, she knows that like she's supposed to kill one of us, so she's leaving. And he drops a bomb. He's like, it must be the prophecy. And Grimm is like, what prophecy? So like Isla didn't tell Grimm about this, and I loved that. I was like, good on you and good on Oro for being like, I know her better. Um,
I love that. I love that.
but I think originally we thought this was a trilogy,
Yes,
and it's not.
it's not.
Um,
Which I think the next book's the last one.
is it? Okay, I
I
thought it was
hope.
five,
It's five.
but
It's five?
I thought it was five. Again,
Oh my
very
God, please
foreshadowing.
no. Please no, please no.
But like I think this last book we both just put on the audiobook at like top speed and we're like we need to like consume it but like don't really want to.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously like she did leave it on a cliffhanger, but I don't. There's a lot of
Okay,
Harry Potter references, like the feather talking to her. She also like has to make these like relics to like channel her power.
okay. It says it was initially conceived as a trilogy. So they
See,
added. So now, yeah, it's four books. The next one
that's
should be the
why
last
it's
one.
not so good. And then like the storms thing, that has to do with Azul, right? And he's the Sky Shade guy. And he has the storms in his rings and she like tries to use those and again like you
I
said, what
don't
is this side
know.
plot? What does it have
How
to
are
do
they
with
going to do this in the
anything?
movie? That's my question. The movie's going to go great for the first one, which is exciting. We're going to go see the movie. And then once they get to the second one they could do, but once they get to this one, they're going to be like, we need to change everything. Like, they're going to just change everything. This is not translate. If it's not translating in the book, it will not translate to screen.
No. And I think that the second one should not be its own movie. Like that needs
Hmm.
to be just like weaved in to the
Three
other
movies
plots.
tops. Three movies tops.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
So that's the recap of the series,
Yeah.
essentially. My main thing is like by this third book, Isla is just so all over the place.
Hmm.
So not in character too, like from the character we've met before.
Hmm.
She feels really immature. She
Hmm.
feels really dumb, which we've talked about this like dumb trope in these books, which is
Hmm.
really frustrating.
Hmm.
And again, the plot, as you can see our frustration with it, we're lost in it. We can't we are gone from the original plot, which like the first book set up that great plot of the curses and stuff, and you're thinking, okay, how do we like heal this land and stuff like I don't know why you needed more. Like I think this would have
Right.
been great as a one-off. Like
It really could have
save
been.
it, get the people to find, do the plot twist was good with Celeste. Like that was a good plot
Yeah,
twist.
that was a good
And
twist.
then
Hmm.
just have her pick a man and then have
Hmm.
everyone live on and that's it. Like that's all you
And
needed.
yeah, you could have even left it as kind of a cliffhanger at the end with Graham and
Mm.
like reader's discretion. Does she like go with him or does she stay with Oro? Like I thought that could have been interesting, but I just I think the second one threw us off so much too because there was no chemistry between her
Hmm.
and Grimm. Like the writing, the banter, the enemies to lovers that like we know so well was not there. And I think we're gonna get some like hate for this on TikTok
We definitely are because people are like, yes, it was. And I was like, we read
because we
so
just
much about our
don't
enemies to lovers.
and we don't see it and no one I don't think anyone explains it well. Like why do you like him? He's bad and he like took away her choice. And like they didn't even like fall in love in a good way. Like all of a sudden he was just like, "Oh, okay, like I'll be with you. Like I want you physically. Like nothing can happen to you." Like why? Like you're kind of
Mm-mm.
a terrible person who just murders people. Where did you get emotions from?
Mm-hmm.
So,
And
not
I think
here
people
for
are
it.
just like grouping him into like this, oh, the misunderstood guy and all this stuff and he has all this trauma and like the regular romantic things and so like they automatically love him because he fits that but like he fits that but like I don't get it. I don't see the depth of it. I don't see that with him.
Mm-mm.
And like we saw with Oro, like his maturity, we saw with
Mhm.
him his like his power, his promise, is
The
like
sacrifice.
sacrifice, everything. He was a
Yeah.
great character to me. I'm like, why wouldn't she go with him? I don't understand. But then
Yeah.
I was funny. I was watching the videos and I sent you one, and I agree with this girl who said that. She's like, they compared her to Bella in Twilight, and that like there's a love
Mhm.
triangle, but we know which way she's going. And also,
Mm.
like, does she even deserve any of them? Like, like you
Yeah.
said this, like we don't even like at this point, Isla doesn't shouldn't be with anyone. Like, she needs to take
No.
time and she needs to like
Yeah.
work on herself, get herself better, and then like Oro deserves more. Um,
Hmm.
and like just don't end up being with anyone. And like you said earlier, if she pulls a Veronica Roth and kills Isla, I'm okay. I'm kind of okay with it. It's not like annoying, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
It
like,
does.
okay.
It feels like it is kind of like a an older YA tropey book because like we really don't see like love triangles anymore. You know, it's usually pretty
Depending, yeah.
clear that
I feel like I've read a lot recently.
I feel like I haven't. Like that used to be so big in like the like mid 2000s
That's
and like
true.
they would
That's true.
drag it out through the books and I feel like if we have it now it's maybe like the first book and then it's like pretty established.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
But I don't know, the
Or it's
third
just
one
like an
is this
enemy, so
one.
like just a trope between the two. Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. This is not as much.
And I don't know, like I don't know if she's written YA before, like is this new to her? Because we're finding that a lot too, right? We're getting these romance authors that they're being told, hey, like why don't you try writing romantasy? And some of it works and some of it doesn't.
Mm.
And we are the casualties to it.
Okay, is there anything from the series you do like?
Um, I like I like the beginning. I like the first book. I like what you said, like the magic systems and like
In the first book only. I feel like by the third book, I don't understand what's happening.
yeah. Yeah. She does a lot of uh I guess like red herring. Like she'll lead you to think like this one person is like bad and then they're not, or like think they're good and then they're bad. I think she does that too much. Things that I like. I mean, I don't even like she has a panther, a
Oh
tiger.
yeah, I forgot about that. That was
So
cute.
that's cute. But at the end, she's with the dragon and Grim is with the panther, and I was like, ew, no. Like, why isn't she with her cat? And the cat doesn't like Grim, so like that should tell you everything.
Literally. Are we gonna
It's
finish
just
it?
I think so, but I think we're gonna maybe we should like do a like where we just sit and like listen together and like at two times speed and we can stop and be like, what is that? What just happened? You know?
What's going on? Why is this happening?
I don't know. But yeah, Crown Tide. What does that mean? Okay, what is your prediction then? You think Oro's gonna die?
I think Laura's gonna die. Um, I kind of forgot about that Lark girl until you mentioned it, which is insane that I forgot about the villain of the
Yeah,
third book.
yeah.
Um, I don't. I mean, it depends on how she's going with the other world thing. Are we doing like science fiction? Are we doing like I don't know, a Sarah J. Maas trying to do like multiple realms connect? Like, what are we
Oh.
doing? What are we doing? So maybe like. they go to the other world and it's like fine and everyone moves there. I don't honestly don't know where this is going. I just know that Oro dies. Like there's no way he doesn't die. And she ends
What
up with
if
Grimm in the end.
like what if they go to the other world and it's like desolate? Like there's nothing there. Like Lark thought there was
Hmm.
gonna be this like luscious land for her to take over and there's nothing. And then Isla has to like kill her and then Oro dies and then like Isla has to become like the new like Lightlark
Oh,
heart.
she's probably gonna be the new heart.
But then
That's
what
definitely a thing. Because she
happens?
loves Lightlark. She loves
Right.
living a Lightlark.
Right. And then maybe Grim can't leave Nightbane, what's it called?
Nightshade.
Uh, and so that they can only see each other like every 12 years or something.
Every centennial.
And yeah, and so like they're together, but not really.
Maybe.
Maybe. She also like doesn't really have friends. Like she's like a frenemy with Cleo, who's the moon woman, and her
Yeah.
story's kind of tragic because she kind of just wants to die because her son died, so she wants to be with her son. So she often just sides with the villain because she thinks that's gonna
Yeah.
get her son. So I don't see like a good thing ending for her. And then I feel like the Sky guy, didn't his like husband
His husband died.
die? It's like,
Hmm.
why did you do that? That was sad. This seems too Isla focused. Like I know she's the main character, but it does
I
not
don't
seem
care.
like the world is being taken care of.
Agreed. I was gonna say I also am kind of annoyed with the publishing because they've been doing all these extra stuff, right? Like they have like the collector edition of these books, and then they
Hmm.
have that book that's coming, the Oro and Grimm one,
Oh
where it's like
yeah.
double-sided and like also says like
Oh
their point of views and like a literally double-sided book, which I was like interesting.
yeah.
Um,
I saw that on
I don't
Audible.
I don't want to read it.
No, I have no interest.
Yeah. They're doing all
Also,
these
like,
things to like really get your money from the series. That's kind of annoying.
yeah, I agree. It's called the Lightlark Saga. It's not a series, it's a saga.
Oh, sorry.
Grim and Oro, a Lightlark Saga Deluxe Companion Book. Coming soon. It's 11 hours? Who asked for this?
I don't know.
It's such a
I
bummer too
don't know.
because I remember when you like first posted your like Pinterest boards of like book love. Like this was one of them. And like it really got me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Like I love seeing
Yeah,
the different artwork and just a letdown. I don't think her writing is that good either.
me either.
Like it's kind of choppy.
Yeah.
So that's on that.
Yeah,
Um
all that to say we did not like the series.
no, like literally like series wide, like not even
Mm-hmm.
just one book. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
which is rough, especially like I don't know, in today's world, like we can usually find something that we're like clinging to or like a character,
Yep.
but there
Yep.
really isn't. So this is it's also become kind of our like baseline of like negative comparisons, which
Yes, which
is
is
like
so
sad,
bad.
but I
Like,
kind
well, it's
of
not
enjoy
Lilac.
that.
You're like, it's not Lilac. But
Better than Lightlark. Yeah. Do you think that Quicksilver was better than Lightlark?
yeah,
I think so too.
yeah, it was. I didn't hate Quicksilver. I had a lot of notes for it,
No.
but
Yeah. But I think no, I mean she did kind of get there. Like Callie Hart got there with the romance.
hmm
I don't
she did.
think I don't think Alex Astor ever gets there with
Mm-mm.
Grimm.
Mm-mm. And that's why I say she's trying so hard to be powerless. Like she really is. She's trying hard to be Lauren
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
writing, and it's not getting there. Like Lauren
No.
was able to at least deliver that. Like powerless, we had our issues with the plot, but like we didn't
Hmm.
have issues with the romance. We did not
Mm-mm.
have issues with the with a lot of the story until the last book.
Hmm.
And that's why I was like,
Yeah.
Lauren's writing at least was there. The writing's not there for this one.
So it's tough. But hey, we read it, we reviewed it, we let you all know.
Don't read it. Yeah, love that. So follow us on Fable though.
Yeah.
Awesome, people. We have a book club. We have three book clubs. We have a Hunger Games one, Fourth Wing for first timers, which those are two active ones that we use. If it's your first time reading, come join us. But our most favorite one, not to have favoritism, is our Mystic Scales and Fae Tales podcast club with over 500 people in it. We love
Yay.
them so much. We are reading books with them in our book club and then reviewing them here on our full length episodes. So it's a nice like read, comment, see some fan art, and then come and listen to our review and let's chit chat.
Mm-hmm.
Check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Fairy Tales Podcast. Tell us your thoughts and feelings. And we
Mm-hmm.
hope that you are devouring a great book right now and happy reading.
Happy reading.